All right, guys, Bart and I want to take you through how to analyze your own posture. And this is a super easy technique that anyone can do against the wall, and you can really determine where you're tight or where you may have deficiencies in your posture, which tells you an awful lot about where you have deficiencies or dysfunction in your fascia, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna do, which is gonna feel so strange, is you gotta put your heels all the way against the wall. All right, and then try to get your head on. So as soon as you guys start doing that, that's gonna feel really awkward. So we're gonna go ahead and just sort of shake that off. And then from the ground up, we're gonna go through what to do. So number one, I'm looking at Bart. It's a good thing we have hardwood floors. You wanna try to find a floor that has tile or hardwoods so that you can really line your feet up like railroad tracks. And then you wanna just make sure that you didn't just sort of straighten your foot. You wanna actually make sure that you have pressure in the right part. So one way I do it is to throw you off of balance. So if we lean to the right, the other right, and then lean to the left, but in your feet, right? And then lean to the front, so you're in your toes, and then lean to your back, then you should be able to feel the center of that. Okay? So we're checking for straight feet, even pressure. Now I just want you to soften your knees. Some people mine hyperextend, so some people are able to do this. That's never good, okay? And then other people try to tip their pelvis and have their knees forward. Which is also not good. So what we want is not locked, not bent, but soft, okay? So find soft and then always go back and re-find your feet. So do you feel your knees up under you? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. Then what I want you to do is look down at your pelvis and see if, these are called your ASIS bones or your hip bones. Look down and see if your hip is rotated to the right or to the left, or if it's shifted to the right or shifted to the left, or if it's right in the center. So as I look down, I'm looking at my hips, my knees, and my feet, and making sure that that looks like railroad tracks, right?
Right.
Okay. Then the next part is getting your pelvis in the proper position. So we're gonna film this part from the side in just a second, but I teach it like a bucket, okay? So pretend like your pelvis is a bucket of water, and you can either take that bucket of water and spill it to the front, you can spill it to the back, or you can prop it directly straight up. And when you do, you should instantly feel your abs come on. So we're gonna do that on the wall. So recheck the feet, realign the knees, make sure you're not rotated or shifted, and then we're gonna tip our water to the front, tip our water to the back, and then we're gonna prop it up in between. Now, when you're there, I'm gonna scooch over Bart just a little bit. Slide 2 fingers behind your back and make sure that that's what is against the wall, with your feet on the wall. Okay, 2 fingers? It's hard. A lot of people have a lot more space than that, okay? So if you do, then that means you need to work on getting either your pelvis back or you have too much of a hump and your head's going forward. So this may be something that you find out that you actually can't even do the posture check yet, and in which case you gotta really FasciaBlaster your whole body and then just keep retrying the posture check. Okay. So ribs are on the wall, core is engaged, everything's symmetrical. Then you have to look down at your chest, okay? If you have a rotation, you gotta check for that. You also could possibly have like a rib shift. So look down again, nipples, hips, knees, and toes. That's the new songs. And then last but not least, people tend to put their head on the wall by going like this. That's bad. That means that you physically cannot do it. So you wanna take your chin, like it's a Chester drawer, and push it back. And again, this may be a goal for some of you. And if you do that correctly, Bart, see if you can do it. 4 fingers right behind your neck. Yes?
No.
And then 2 fingers right behind your back.
Nope, I can't.
Okay, so Bart probably has a hump. And if your head can't go, just chin tuck a little bit, okay? Mine can do it. Then I want you to take your hands, put them right on your thighs in a natural anatomy position and slide them down towards the floor, okay? And at the same time, turn on your abs. That is the wall technique. So this is how you check your own posture, and this is also the goal of the posture. So if you cannot do it, get to fascia blasting. Try it every single day. Your fascia is always, it's always, when I say fluid, I don't mean fluid filled. I mean, it's fluid, it's movement, it's always ever changing, it's always reacting.